All right, we're back again. Blackoutpod with Pete Suval, Binges, Benders, and Tales from Rock Bottom. Today, I am joined by a guest, one of my favorite stand-ups that I've seen. He's a fucking weapon on stage. That's what he is, dude. He fucking gets up, he kicks his feet. He's co-host of Stiff Socks podcast. Go listen. The other guy is famous, Trevor Wallace.
Damn, that's pretty fucked up to intro me like that.
Yeah.
The other guy is famous.
Michael Blaustein.
First of all, I'm a
Get
weapon.
Theo in here for that intro,
I'm a
bro.
weapon on stage, which I don't even know how I feel about that. I guess that's a compliment.
You're fantastic. You're my favorite comic to watch.
Oh man,
you
thank
and
you,
Dylan
man.
Sullivan. Yeah.
Fuck Dylan Sullivan.
You're both Jews.
Oh, okay, we're good.
Yeah.
I have no idea who Dylan Sullivan is, but I'm sure he's
door
super
guy
funny.
at the Comedy Store.
Oh, I do know him. He's a monster. Yeah.
Very funny.
Yeah. So what is this? Blackout Mondays?
Blackout Mondays. We run a special. It's 2 for 1.
Oh, you're fucking around.
2 for 1 coffees. It's only black coffee though. So you can get free black coffee.
I thought you were serious for half a second. I thought it was
Free black coffee and half off on banana nut muffins. They're not soft though.
Bro, let me tell you something about not soft anything.
Yeah.
Okay? If you give me a pastry, it needs to be soft. Are you a soft pastry guy or no?
Yeah, fuck yeah.
You have to be.
Yeah.
But there are lunatics out here
Yeah.
that are eating hard cookies in these fucking streets.
Lunatics.
They're fucking straight lunatics.
It really is. It's very upsetting to see a hard cookie.
People love it. There's crumbs
like
everywhere.
those Tate's bake shop cookies that like crumble. It's just like, what the fuck is wrong with you?
Go fuck yourself,
yeah,
bro.
monsters.
Eating
People
cookies in bed, dude.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
You know the whole crumbs in bed thing? It's their fucking fault.
Yeah. Yeah, Tate's Bake Shop calling you out, dude.
Yeah, Tate's. Go fuck yourself.
Who named somebody Tate?
I don't know who named someone fucking Peaches Pete. Pete Peaches.
Pete Peaches, dude. That's my comedy alias. Pete Peaches.
Peter Peaches. Dude, Pete's friends, who named you Peter Peaches?
I can't even remember who it was. There was a comic that was like, you should eat. He thought it was like a funny thing.
He was a comedian?
Yeah.
Hey, was he funny?
He was a comedian.
Listen, anyone that's pitching a character to another person,
but it was like
a comic,
kind of a joke, kind of. He's like, it would be like if I saw you go on stage and then I tried to like have bet. You can have some of that if you want to, by the way.
Oh, thanks, man.
If you,
it was cocaine he just offered me, everyone. If you
yeah. You think I'm sober? I'm not. And going through a rough time. Rough time. Gotta bring it up, dude. Bring it up. It's 12 in the afternoon. It would be like if I tried to make banter with you,
right?
Like, and I didn't know you very well,
right.
And so you got off stage and I was like, you should go buy like Mikey socks because of your podcast. And you'd be like, cool, yeah, good idea.
Well, let me ask you: when people pitch you shitty ideas, do you tell them they're shitty, or you go, "Man, dude, thank you so much," and walk away?
I'm just like, yeah, maybe.
Yeah, oh, that's good.
Yeah,
that's good. It depends on what mood I'm in. If if I get off stage and someone gives me a tag that I hate, I go, "It's not gonna work, man."
Yeah.
But most of the time, I'm like, "Oh, dude, thank you."
It is very rarely a strong comic who pitches a tag.
Correct.
Yeah. So.
But I will say, there's a couple tags in my act right now that were pitched by comics I didn't know. That came up to me like, dude, how about this? And I'm like, oh my God, that's amazing.
Yeah. Willie Mack pitched some tag to me that was really funny.
Yeah.
I can't even remember what it was, and I was like, it's fucking Willie Mack.
Because it happens very infrequently.
Yeah.
Most times you're like, why don't you say volcano at the end? You fucking. I was like, did you listen to anything I said? I have no bits about volcanoes.
Yeah.
He goes, that's the point.
Yeah.
What are you fucking talking about?
You gotta get volcano
with your accent. You could say it with your accent because you'd be like volcano.
Oh.
Yeah, it's perfect.
And you push him in front of a bus.
Yeah. Yeah. So this podcast is about.
Is it not about this?
It's not. It can be. It's what it focuses on is like rough times when you've like blacked out, gotten too fucked up, or like rough times in your life. So it's stories, but I do like to just have conversations, and it's supposed to be funny. So like if you have a time when you got too fucked up on drugs or got too drunk and embarrassed yourself.
Yeah.
It's that shit.
Oh, it's that shit. Oh, this is going to be fun.
Yeah.
I got plenty of those.
Yeah, see, that's why I had you on. Because I knew.
So let me ask you this. So just by talking to me the handful of times that we talked, and by seeing me on stage, you go, yo, this dude's got fucking blackout issues.
That not issues. I knew you had a story, but then I also knew that having you on a podcast would be fun because sometimes there are people who it doesn't translate into like you can talk to them for an hour.
Yeah.
And then you sit there and you're like, so what do you? And they're like, well, I don't know. But you, I want, usually when I get drunk, I just fall asleep, and it's like,
whoa, cool, Steven.
Yeah, and then sometimes when I get drunk, I wake up and check this out. I don't remember anything that happened the night before. What is that? What's the deal with that?
I find that once I smoke marijuana, I become very hungry. And the last time I did weed, I woke up from a 30-minute nap and ate an entire sleeve of Triscuits. Would you believe it?
This is I know this is insane to say. I know this is insane to say, but I don't know if you guys can understand this. But when I get a headache, I take 3 Advil.
Oh boy.
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah,
boy.
I've never had sex. I just came.
Yeah, I the first 2 podcasts, I don't want to throw anybody under the bus, but the first one was okay. But somebody came on and it was literally like, I used to get drunk and then I'd like just fall asleep and people would be like, where's she? And then I'd be like asleep in my bed. And I'm like, that's the story? I have an hour of this?
Let me tell you something, man. When people go into their memory bank, you ask them what's a dark moment, and that's what they come up with in their head. They've been fisted by their uncle. Do you know what I'm saying? Because no one has stupid ass stories. Like I went to Staples one time and I slipped on Capri Sun.
Yeah.
If you tell me that story's a dark thing, oh buddy, oh man, your cousin had fun with you on Thanksgiving.
Yep.
100%.
Oh God, on Thanksgiving too. Why
That's
is it
gotta
so
be
vivid?
bad.
Yeah.
Why is it so vivid? Do you want to talk about your moments?
No,
Okay.
you could just picture that, like, because everybody's playing N64 upstairs, and then the cousin is probably like, "Hey, why don't you come in?" He's got that voice. You know
It's
what
the
I'm
worst
talking
too,
about?
because
Oh,
having
yeah.
sex when you're full is just not fun.
Yeah,
You know? So
I don't even know if, especially with turkey, you're all tired.
You're all tired and be like, get
groggy.
out of me.
But isn't it funny that like once you click over into that mode, nothing matters. Like you could be the most full ever. You could be, hey, I have a flu.
Mm-hmm.
You could be missing a leg after the Civil War, and some hot bitch is like, yo, you want to go upstairs? And you go, yeah, I can fuck you with
I'll
one
change
leg. I
some
don't
stuff
care.
Around. Yeah,
Yeah,
fucking-
Move some
I'll
stuff
rearrange
around.
some stuff. And
Everything
fucking,
changes.
Yeah, dude. Have you ever had to like? God, you ever had that when you're fucking you have to shit or
Yeah.
fart,
Yep.
I thought
Yep.
that's exactly
and then
what-
you just like have to sit there and like flex
Yeah.
your like fucking pelvic muscle and your asshole, and then you're like,
Wow.
I'm still gonna do it. I'm powering through this.
Of course, you push it down.
Yeah.
Dude, I've had multiple times when a girl's giving me head, and I'm like, I need to fart right now.
Yeah.
Or I'm gonna explode, and you
Yeah.
just hold that shit in there.
I had
I'm
a girl
like,
fart in my face while I was going down.
let me. I'll uppercut you, and
Okay, do
then
it.
the judge will be like, "What happened?" And I'm like, "I was gonna go down her," and then she farted in my face, and the judge will be like, "All right, take her to prison."
Yeah. It was bad, and she laughed.
No, well, I mean, what else is she supposed to do?
Sure, but I was like, what was that? And she's like, ha ha. And
Why wouldn't you just push it off on like a queef? Why wouldn't you be like, ew, it's just my
that's
vagina.
what I asked.
See, isn't that funny? That's how fucking embarrassed women are about queefing. That
Yeah.
they'd rather you think they farted than something come out of their vagina.
Yeah. You know,
I don't care about queefing.
no, not at all. Because if you're doing it right most of the time, like if it's making noise, you're fucking good.
Yeah, there's
Yeah.
air in there.
Yep, you're fucking good.
But I
putting
will
it down.
say, I mean, couldn't it also mean? I mean, because all it is you're pushing air in there,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
So couldn't it also mean that your dick is small and your vagina is gigantic?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Yeah,
So it also could not be great.
That's true. That's true.
That is true. Petey
Just so
Peaches.
fucking- Peter Peaches.
You ever try to put a peach in a vagina? Oh, Peter Peach.
They love it. It's sweet. God, that would be so sad. Just some noodle dick trying in like some cavern, and then just.
I will
My
tell.
mom listens to this podcast.
Does she really?
She does. She's got a great sense of humor.
Oh, good, great.
Yeah.
Shout out to Petey Peach's mom.
And she's Jewish too, so she's fucking.
Oh shit, l'chaim, dude.
yeah, dude. Fucking shout out to my mom, Jewish lady.
Yeah, speaking of queefing, shout out to my mom.
Sorry, Mom. Sorry, Mom. Yeah, she does listen to this podcast, and she'll text me and be like, I loved this person. She'll love you.
Oh, it's great.
Yeah.
It would be funny if she doesn't, and then I got to text her and ask her why.
Yeah. My stepdad is a Jewish guy from New York. So
Okay.
she fucking.
Oh, hell yeah. So
Yeah.
she just loves Jewish dudes.
Yeah.
How do you like your stepdad? Is he cool?
Yeah, he's cool as shit. Yeah, he's a really cool guy.
Oh, good. You lucked out.
Tough love guy, but like very by the book. Went to school for like he went
Books?
yeah for books. he went to
He's really by the book. You went to book for
he went to
books.
book school. You ever done book school?
You ever done that?
Yeah.
Yo, real quick, I'm sorry. I'm going to interrupt
Theo,
you.
can you look that up on
Yeah,
Google?
yeah.
Google. Can you Google it, Theo?
Yeah, you got it,
You
guys.
ever have moments where you fucking when someone says something to you, you go, "Oh, you've never done the thing that you told me you've done all the time."
Yeah.
There's this one thing my girl and I we talk about, which is so funny. I think when someone goes, "Oh yeah, I've done a lot of stand-up comedy," you go, "Oh, you've done no comedy."
Never ever
Yeah,
once.
right.
Never.
If you say I've done a lot of stand-up comedy, you've never been on
Right.
stage one time because nobody says that.
yeah.
You sound like a fucking alien that's like trying to pose as a stand-up comic.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You did a funny book report once.
Maybe.
Maybe.
Or like, you know what's another weird one at open mics is when people like come up and introduce themselves to every single person and they're like, let's network, let's whatever. Somebody did that, came up
Oh,
to me
no.
and Sarah Lawrence and was like, let's connect. This is my third time doing stand up. And then she's like, add me on Instagram. And it was like, I hate you. I hate you. And I wish you all the best, but I want you to die.
I want you over.
Can you imagine someone coming up with the vigor of only 3 times on stage to someone who's been on stage a bunch and said, I would like to connect, let's exchange Instagrams, and that person looked him in the face and goes, I hate you.
Oh, man.
I mean, dude, I think you have to quit then.
Yeah.
It's over.
Well,
Yeah.
it would be the best thing for them. Like, if you actually
maybe.
said that,
Yeah.
that would mean the world to them. Because
Like-
then they would be like, oh, I suck a little.
Yeah.
People are mean. That's good, you know?
Well,
Yeah.
it's because people were very nice to me here after they figured out I was not terrible on stage. And
Yeah.
Well, that's the only thing that matters. dude.
Exactly.
Yeah.
That's the way it goes.
yeah, so it was like I remember people they would be like, "Hey, how's it going?" And then I would get on stage, and then it was like their mother approved of me. They were like, "Okay, yeah, hey, how's it going?"
Yeah,
Like it was
you're
just,
doing the thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's just, but if you see somebody, it's so sad when you see somebody who's such a nice person
Yeah.
and they're just not good because it's like I don't want to hang out with people.
I mean, bro, I wouldn't be here if I didn't think you were funny.
Thank you.
Like straight up, if you asked me,
Yeah.
I'd be like, dude, oof,
Yeah.
I got tons of peaches to buy.
In
I got-
syrup, out of syrup.
Farmers
fucking-
markets.
There's so many farmers markets. I'm in Los Angeles. It's peach season, dude. You want me to come do your shitty, not funny podcast?
The Mackinac peaches,
No way,
Jerry.
dude. No way, dude.
No way, dude.
Fucking, I gotta go to the La Brea Peach Pit farmers market.
It's September.
I
I just
remember
get so angry. It's September. it's fucking peach season.
fall. It's fall. It's peach season. You want me to fuck around and podcast?
Piece of shit.
Fuck you, dude. Peter Peaches, you son of a bitch. I hate you.
Getting super angry at things that are so monotonous is one of the funniest things to me in the entire world. How are we out of paper clips? You know what I mean? Just what, bro?
I had a bit for a second. I hate to be that guy. I'm sorry.
No, dude, I'm
great.
I'm gonna
It's the
say
best.
that. I'm gonna say I have a bit about this at least 3 or 4 times. So you're totally fine.
I had a bit where my name was Michael Blaustein, and I was
You just start saying a real shitty.
and I was like, "Two gay dude."
Yo, you could. Oh, dude, not video. Oh, damn.
Sorry.
It's okay. Go ahead. So
Sorry.
you used to have a bit about what?
Sorry, I had a bit about being from Baltimore, and
I'm not from Baltimore, so it's totally fine.
I thought you were.
I'm from Maryland. I'm from right outside D.C., Silver Spring, Maryland.
Oh, okay.
Oh, I don't know where Chappelle was born. Oh, my bad.
Whoa, whoops.
Yeah. Oopsies.
You hear that, dude? He's dropping bags on us.
Yeah,
You're trying to flex,
You
dude.
hear that, dude? Ooh, you know who else was born in fucking Silver Spring? Louis Black.
I don't know. Who
Boom.
don't know who
Another
Louis Black
bag.
is?
Yes,
No, I
you
know who
do.
Louis
Oh,
Black
okay.
is, yeah. Oh yeah, so I had a bit about because I grew up a fat kid, and like skinny people will be like, I ate a whole pizza today, and I just feel blah blah blah. And I'm like, fuck you. I ate 3 slices of pizza yesterday, and I just sat in the mirror for 3 hours, poking myself in the stomach, going, I see it. And then my wife was like, you coming to bed? And I'm like, shut the fuck up! This is bigger than you. That's my favorite thing to do.
I'm physically bigger than you.
I see it. I see this fucking piece of pizza.
Honey, come here. Do you see this crust? There's
see-
a crust right on my liver. I'm telling you.
I'm just bloated tonight. I can't do anything tonight.
That's actually super funny. I never was So being a fat kid must have fucked you up.
It was really terrible.
Did people make fun of you all the time?
Yeah, I was
Good,
trying to.
good.
Yeah, well, but here's the thing: it is good because it's
I know.
now there's not. Well, you don't need to bury it in. There's.
You were disgusting when you were younger.
I really was.
Like
I have
your
pictures.
body looked like it was made with a Casper mattress.
It looked like a bag of leaves that's just overstuffed but flesh colored.
Your fucking body looks like it's made of croissants, you fat piece of shit.
Dude, I had long hair too, and like my face now, I'm almost 30 and I still look like I'm 25.
Yeah, you got a baby face.
Yeah, so like back then it was even worse, and it was girly. So I looked like a fat lesbian. And so people would call me ma'am all the time.
Fuck you.
I swear.
way.
I
Fuck you, dude.
swear
No, they
to
didn't.
God.
Can I pull up
I
a picture?
Yeah.
I can pull it up for everybody.
I just have it on my phone.
Oh, okay.
I swear to God, all the time I would go. Like I went to Mexico one time with my family, and I was just so uncomfortable the whole time. I swam with my shirt on all the time and shit.
Oh my god.
I know, it was really painful. And
Were you very conscious that you had your shirt on?
oh yeah, yeah. It was like. Because it was just, I was so, like, my brother has always been really fit. My family is just fit in general. And they're like...
So what happened? Just bad genes or just like a
I
lot of
have
stress
no
and you ate a
fucking
lot?
idea. Yeah, it was, I ate a lot, and, like, my family, my parents divorced when I was a kid really early, and then they got
Because
remarried.
you ate your dad?
It's not fully, he's able to walk now. But... I did attempt.
I see you pushing yourself. I see you looking in the mirror. You're pushing this your dad in your stomach. honey, I think my dad is my stomach.
That sounds like some horrible fucking possession shit. My dad is insane. I ate my father.
So your family for the most part's all fit. So it's
super fit. Like
Really?
my dad was like captain of the football team 2 years in a row in high
Wow.
school. My mom ran marathons from a young age, and
They must have been so disappointed.
but they had to have been.
Fuck.
They had to have been.
Are you the oldest or youngest?
Youngest, and now I'm the middle because my dad's adopted a bunch of kids, and my brother is. How old are you?
What's up?
How old are you?
30.
My brother is 32. He's gonna be 33, and he's like a fucking college rower. Like, I don't know if he's professional now, like fucking doing crew
Yeah.
and shit, and just has always been a freak. And so like when I got into sports, it was like I had to really push it to, and like now I'm whatever. Like now
Now you're hot like a hot steak of beef sexiness.
fucking, yeah, dude.
Fucking Petey Peaches.
Yeah,
That
man.
fucking, yeah.
Tats, dude.
Glistening.
You're my
God.
type.
Dude, honestly,
I had a Mexican girl say that to me once. I was at Camp Flognaw. She was in front of her boyfriend, and she goes, "Ooh, that's my type. That's my type." And I was like, I don't know what that means, but that's cool.
That's fucked
That's
in
hilarious.
front
And
of
he was
her
just
boyfriend.
like, he just looked so upset.
What did he look like?
Not me.
I'll tell you what it looks like now, though.
Yeah.
Exactly like this one. He went straight to the tattoo
He
parlor.
slicked his hair
Oh,
back.
yeah?
Yeah.
Your type? And just starts getting...
Yeah. That's
just
hilarious.
her name over and over again.
Dude, Latinas flirting with you, like any aggressive flirting is so funny to me. I used to
Yeah.
live in Harlem for like 6-7 years.
Oh shit, they
And-
loved you.
Oh, Doug. It was hilarious. There was one time that I remember distinctly, I think it's so funny, when I was walking up from 125th from the subway, and I couldn't get through because there was a bunch of like 16-year-old Latinas, like fresh out of high school. Like they just got out of the high school class, whatever the fuck.
Your type.
Doug. Well, yeah, 100%, dude. Epstein. But so...
like it's Kobe.
Blaustein.
Do you think that's what pedophiles do? All right.
Yo, I actually want to run an idea about you that I want to say on stage after this. But
Oh,
but
okay.
I was going up the stairs, and all of them were like, "Oh, that white boy's cute as shit. Oh shit, white boy, you go ahead, white boy." and I couldn't get
You
through.
go ahead.
I couldn't get through because there was like so many of them, and in my head I go, dude, I can't. I don't know how to respond to this because anyway, if I say words, I'm going to prison.
Yeah.
So I can't say anything. So just my head was down like a fucking
Yeah.
Oh, dude, and I was just like trying to get through, and I go, oh, why you looking at the ground, yo? You sexy, and they wouldn't let me through. I was getting bullied, like flirting bullied.
Yeah.
Because I didn't want to say anything. Yo, how come you ain't talking to me though? I'm just like, leave me alone.
It's because you're 8.
We had a lot of Pacific Islanders and Tongans at my high school, and like all the girls were massive, and they would flirt with me and like slap my ass and stuff. And same thing, you just can't do anything back.
Can't do anything.
You're just like, okay.
Yeah, when there's like aggressive flirting, it's like, first of all, aggressive flirting, there's a thin line between like cockiness and like or confident and cockiness, right?
Yeah.
Cockiness to me is like a dude trait. It's like just has like a masculine energy to it.
Yeah.
And like
Right.
anyone that's like, yo, get the fuck over here, white boy. I'm like, I am good.
Yeah.
Because that's like dude behavior almost. It's like
Yeah.
a more you know what I mean? Like I want a confident girl.
There's
but
something wrong.
cocky-
There's something wrong with you if you flirt like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like man or woman. If you're just like, bitch, get over here, like you're just like you got some demons, sir.
Yeah.
Ma'am. Gay dudes flirt with me a lot.
Oh yeah.
All the time.
yeah.
And I was talking to a friend recently who was like, you gotta get hit on a lot. I'm like, I don't, not ever. And except gay dudes occasionally will be like, hey, da, 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 da. And then I'll be like, oh, this seems like a nice guy. And then they'll be like, so do you ever do modeling? And I'm like, oh, okay. I had a guy my second week here offer me $1,000 to do porn. And I was like, what kind? And he's like,
Yeah.
well, it's just like a man on man. And I was like, nah, I'm good.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
Not even for $1,000? How much money would it take you if no one found out?
More than $1,000. You know, everybody
Well, of
gives
course,
but
but-
everybody gives a ridiculous number.
I asked you because I know you'd be honest.
It would be high, but it wouldn't be like, because I know I'm comfortable with my sexuality,
Right.
but I also love money.
Of course.
So, and I love, because I make good money now,
Mm-hmm.
and I know how comfortable it is. And I would love to just be like, I can pay off my car. Like,
Right.
fucking,
I mean, here's the thing though.
To do gay porn is what you're asking?
yeah.
Yeah.
What do
I
we?
mean, there's a lot of questions though.
Yeah.
You gotta dice this up. You can't just go in there willy-nilly like, oh, I'll just do porn
sure.
like blanket statement. It's like, am I
Yeah.
getting fucked? Am I fucking?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do I have to
Exactly.
suck his dick? Is he
Yeah.
coming in my mouth? Where is he coming?
It
On the back of my
seems-
knees? Where?
It
I need
seems
to know.
very aggressive. So it's like, it depends on what it would be, but I think like if it were just shooting pictures, like $5,000, but like it would just
But what do you mean pictures though?
just
dick
me,
out?
yeah, maybe $1,000.
I think you could do dig out pictures for $1,000.
Yeah, I think so too.
But also, it's like, where are these pictures going?
yeah,
If these are just, well, see, no, I'm not going to do that.
it's
Because
yeah.
if there's a way to promise me that it's not going to go anywhere.
Well,
Well, actually, dude, Sylvester Stallone, didn't he do a porn? No one give a fuck?
he did. I've seen it. Yeah. It
Oh,
was
you did see it.
when
never
I was
seen
a kid. Yeah.
Dude, someone told me he had
He's
a
in it?
log of a dick. Is it?
Oh, for
is it-
sure.
Really?
Yeah, for sure. And it was like one of those old school porns. It's like, you know what I mean? And he's just fucking some chick in the shower. And I remember being a
Wouldn't
kid.
it be funny if some porns use like 90s sitcoms, like the beginning of the porn? It's a rare condition this day and age. Reading the good news, and then just start fucking after that.
Charles in charge. Just some dude.
In
Dude.
West Philadelphia, born and raised.
Dude, one of you guys needs to do that. That's hilarious.
That's
Oh my
amazing.
god!
Just download porns and put 90s and 80s sitcom
You couldn't
intros
put it
over.
anywhere though. Well, maybe you could put it in like the intro, like when the cable's broken.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
You gotta have some good. Where have you spent the majority of your time?
What do you mean?
Like as an
like
adult.
living?
Yeah, like as an adult.
New York.
Okay, so
Yeah.
what do you like, New York or LA better in terms of just like?
I think you know the answer to that question.
Yeah, probably.
Right.
Yeah.
I mean, here's the thing. I used to always bash Los Angeles, and this is like I don't want to get fully in this topic because I feel like everyone's just fucking done talking about this. But I used to bash LA. I think I'm getting used to it. I understand the benefits of being here career-wise, so I just try to focus on that shit and try to focus on like, the weather's nice, whatever.
Yeah.
But just like the vibe and energy of New York in like a creative sense, I definitely work better out there, and just stage time. I mean, I'm also just more ingrained in the New York scene. So like in terms of stage time, I can get quadruple the amount of stage time in New York than I can here.
Yeah, you can go on stage like 8 times a night, right?
I mean that's no. You would have to be like Sam Morril to be able to.
People just
you know what I mean? Like you could. Yeah, I mean yes. If you're like I'm pretty much past everywhere, but like two clubs, and I could probably do. If I pushed it like 4.
So you're doing paid spots every.
Yeah.
Oh, that's so cool. Yeah.
Oh, dude, people like that was the biggest money blow to me when I moved here. It's like I was making not like a gargantuan amount of money doing spots, but like essentially my overhead doing spots.
Yeah.
So I come here, that's gone. I'm like, oh fuck.
Are you passed to the Improv?
Yeah.
Yeah. So do you, Laugh Factory too, or
no?
Just, yeah.
No.
Yeah. So do you just call and pop in, or is it do you just call at the beginning of the week and see where your spots are?
Exactly. No, it's just avails. It's just an avail
That's
email.
Cool. Yeah.
But dude, even Paige is very nice to me, but even that is very hit or miss. Like there'll be weeks go by that I don't that I don't get anything.
Yeah.
And like Haha and Flappers are very nice to me, and the Improv are very nice to me. But even still, it's not enough.
Yeah.
And even with like people that are nice to me in terms of like produce shows, it's not enough, dude. I'll look at my calendar and like this week, dude, I had 2 spots. Next week I'm on the road, but the week after that, I don't think I have anything.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like there's like that's like sort of normal here. Which is it's a fucking nightmare.
Yeah, Chappelle Lacey is the same way, and he's passed it. He's not passed it at the store yet, I don't think, but he's passed it Laugh Factory in Long Beach, Laugh Factory, and then Improv, and like same thing. I'll be like, "Do you have spots tonight?" And I'm under the impression that you have spots every night.
No, man.
Yeah,
and it's like it's interesting here. Well, first of all, it's just there's not a lot of clubs, obviously, but also just like the level of fame and talent here is astronomical.
Mm-hmm.
And I think a lot of it, not a lot of it, but there's a certain percentage of fame gets on stage as opposed to funny. Yeah. And I feel like in New York, it's not, they respect funny way more. Like I went back to New York maybe like a month ago at this point. And I had a bunch of spots lined up, but I remember the first night I'd had this. It's called like the what's it called? It doesn't matter. It's some show in Bowery, right? I did that spot.
Blackout Mondays.
What's up?
Blackout Mondays. They offered 2 for 1. 2 for 1 black coffees with a hard muffin. Go ahead.
Whatever. But I did the spot and it went well. And then 2 different producers came up to me and was like, "Hey man, I got a show on Thursday. You want to do it? Hey, I got a show on Wednesday. You want to do it?" And I go, "Oh fuck, I forgot that happens here."
Yeah.
Because it's like there's so many shows and the producers like to have names on it, but they also just like the show to rock.
Yeah.
So if they see someone that that's like does well, they're like, "Oh fuck, come on my show." And it's about it's like ingratiating and funny as opposed to being like, "Oh, you've been on CBS
and you can do this for me."
Exactly.
That's what I hate is because like I book my show and then it seems like a lot of people are like, "I'll book you on my show," and I'm like, you can if you want, like if you think I'm funny, but I don't want to be booked just because I booked you. Right. Like I want my show to be killer, so it's just like I book people who are my favorites. Right. And
I think you'll get farther. You'll get farther in the long run with that mentality, I think. Yeah. Because your show will just be better. Yeah. So people will talk about the show.
And then it sucks because, I mean, like, it's, a lot of the dudes happen to be, like, door guys at the store. And people are like, "Oh, I see what you're doing." And it's like, they can't do, like, it's nice to know them. But, like, because I like knowing people. Right. But, like, also, it's not like I don't know. I don't want to get up on Potluck or something just because a guy knows me. I want to get up on Potluck because people are like, "Yeah, he's around, so put him up."
Well, like, bro, but that's why you'll make it. Because it what did you say?
I hope so.
No, but for real, because it's like you're doing it for, not to sound whatever, but like you're doing it for like the art as opposed to doing it to network. And it's like I think everyone that has that mentality will go farther in the long run. The short term, I have this like thing I like to say where people get fast tracked to the middle, and I don't want to be that person. Yeah. You get fast tracked to the middle. You have 2 years of whatever, and then it's over. Yeah, it's like, nah, man. I'd rather just be in the gym and become a monster. Yeah, and then someone goes, "Hey, man, you," and then you go, "Okay, cool." You get on the show and you fucking destroy.
Yeah, that's. I think it was. I can't remember who the fuck told me about that, and it was so like, because I was like, "Oh, what if you went on the road with so and so?" And he'd be like, "I mean, now I'd be ready because he's been doing it for 10 years." Yeah, but he's like, everybody here wants to, they'll grind for a year, and then they'll be like, "I'm ready," and it's just like, you're not fucking ready. You gotta, like, it's a long-term career, like just like any other career.
Buddy,
So-
in the moment that you think you're ready, you're not ready.
Yeah.
I remember this thing that my my acting teacher told me that like still rings true kind of like with everything, right? He goes, memorize your lines, and then when you think you know them, do them 20 more times. And that's what the thing is like. When you think you're ready, okay, do it 5 more years.
Yeah.
Because it's like when you post a joke. When I first started, I'll post a joke on YouTube like an idiot and be like, this is fire. And then you look back on it 6 months later, you go, oh, this is fucking garbage.
Yeah.
And I heard like I heard Rogan talking about it. He like can't watch some specials of his because he's like these jokes got so much better after I dropped the special.
Yeah.
So it's like you always just want to be at a place where you just consistently trying to get better and not worrying about like where you are in the hierarchy. That'll fucking kill you, bro.
The tough part to remember is to not be competitive too, because it's just like I hang out, I associate with comics who are better than me,
which is what you're supposed to do.
Yeah, and they're not only better than me as comics, most of them are better than me as people.
Yeah.
So it's like they know what they want, and they know, and like I'm in a, it's like when you think you said when you think you're ready, you're not ready. So it's just like in life right now, I didn't think I would hit another dip. Like where I'm like, I don't know what's going on in my life. I was like, I'm confident, I'm ready. And right now I've hit some shit and I'm like in the trenches. I'm just like, fuck, like now I have to build my confidence back up again.
Right.
And like, that's when it helps is to be around those. So I've been trying to go out late and chill with like all my people and see what they're doing and not talk over them and just fucking listen. And it's hard, man. It's hard to remember. Like it's not a race. You just have to fucking get better.
Yeah, dude, the greatest thing ever to realize is with stand-up, if you're working hard, you just get exponentially better every single month. Every day you get better.
Yeah.
Every month, every year. So if whoever the fuck that is, right? If they don't fuck with you or you're not ingratiated into a network, whatever you feel like you should be or whatever, good. Like, I mean, this is something I tell myself every day, but good. Because it's better almost to not be fucked with and you just keep working harder and harder and harder because you're just going to become a monster.
Yeah.
Like an unknown monster is pretty cool.
Yeah.
For people to be like, no, you don't understand. You got to see this dude.
Yeah.
He's a fucking monster. And then I remember one time I was with this, my first agent and I didn't get new faces that year, right? And I was like pissed, whatever. He goes, listen, if you would have got it, you would have been one of the guys. You want to go when you're the dude.
Yeah.
And that's something I think about as well. It's like, good. No one, just stay in the gym. No one knows who you fucking are. Keep doing open mics. Phenomenal. And then you're just going to become a monster. And the overnight success when you're 20 years in, you're going to be fucking ready.
Yeah, I feel like everybody's just waiting to get pulled for potluck and they think that they're going to get, like, Adam's going to book them from that. And it's just like, if I did potluck right now, best case scenario, I have a great 3 minutes and then I get on Friends and Family. And that's all that would become of it. And then they know my name.
Dude, short-term thinking, man.
Yeah, and it's
but it's dope that you're doing this. It's like you're using all your resources to. I don't know if your idea is to jump all that bullshit, but this thing you're doing now has the propensity to jump, and you don't have to do that bullshit. To worry about worry about doing spots at Laugh Factor and shit. It doesn't that doesn't do anything. That's really short-term thinking, especially like where this business is going. Who gives a fuck if you're doing a spot at the store for 5 minutes? It doesn't matter.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean that's the only part about hanging out with people who are better is because they're getting, becoming paid regulars and shit like that. And I'm like, oh, I need to be, and then I'm like, no, I'm not there yet. And they've been doing it for fucking 8 to 10 years.
But bro, but at least you know that. Yeah. There's so many people that are like, no, I'm ready. You're like, you've been doing it for 3 years, dude.
Yeah.
You're not ready.
Yeah, there's a lot of people who don't fucking. Everybody's delusional, to be fair, but there's so much delusion where it's like, you've been at it for 3 years. Like, why do you think you're better than anybody?
Right.
So, what was I going to say? Shit. You got to have one piece of shit story for me.
Excuse me. Yeah. I very
much enjoy talking to you, by the way. You're a great dude and a peach of a man. That's what you are.
Dude, if you give me the Petey Peaches stamp of
seal.
peach, holy
The
shit.
fall stamp of approval.
Dude, I think we're done. Am I past the store right now?
Yeah, you're organic though too.
Yeah, dude.
You're an organic peach. You're not even a fucking non-GMO organic grown here in LA.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, dude.
What do you want? Oh, a story. Oh, fuck yeah. So I was 18. I went to Jamaica for spring break, and I never did Adderall before. But I was one day into drinking, and my buddy had like a prescription. And he was like, "Dude, take this if you want to keep drinking." And I was like, "All right, man. I don't know what the fuck this is, dude." I took 2 to start. I don't know the milligrams because I've only done it like a handful of times. But I took 2, and I was fucking insane. And I bought 4 more from him, and I'd cut them up into fourths. So I kept taking them every 6 hours, every single time I was about to come down.
Yeah.
I stayed up. And I shit you not, for like 4.5, almost 5 days straight.
Holy
in Jamaica,
shit.
Drinking my face off, because I don't know if anyone in this room has done Adderall that much. You're not drunk ever. Yeah. I guess it's like, it's like cocaine. I guess I've never done coke, but like you're not drunk. So I'm drinking my dick off, not sleeping for I think almost 5. It was like 4.5, 5 days of no sleep. Right? Jesus. Yeah, it was a shit show. The fifth day. It's like 5:30, maybe 6 in the morning, and my buddies, I went to school in South Carolina, so everyone's fucking Southern. So like, hey, fucking Bo, we're going to get some fucking hookers, Bo. We're going to get hookers right now. And I'm like, I'm good, man. I've always had like, my whole life, I'm like, I don't need to pay for sex, man.
Yeah,
I'm good.
Yep.
I don't need to
page.
pay for it. I don't want to pay for it. I'd rather not have to like buy sex when I can maybe talk to a girl and then maybe get laid like a human being, not just fucking have like a transaction. So I'm like, I'm good. They're like, no, Bo, you fucking coming, man. You fucking coming. I'm like, listen, I'll come, but just for the story. I just want to kind of just like hang out at the bar and just watch y'all like do whatever and come back and we can talk about it, just so I can be involved. He's like, all right, cool. So we get in the car, and we didn't know like where the hookers were, so we literally asked the front desk of the hotel where they were, and he goes, oh, no problem, and he like hooks up with this dude. We got like a cab, drove us right to the hookers, and it was just like fucking huge hill with like literally like a shitty hut on top of the hill. Like just imagine just the shittiest hut you could possibly see. And we're like, what the fuck? Do we go up the hill, open the door, and there's like 20 cots. Like literally cots just like stacked up of like hookers. Dude. And we're talking about it's 6 in the morning. They're all asleep. They're all asleep. They get up and they like just as if they had a cup of coffee, like, all right, time to clock in. And they start getting up. There's like flies and shit. It was vile.
Oh
so
my
all
God.
of us, there was like 6 of us. All of us go, yeah, we're good. We're good. We start backing up, and one of our fucking dumb friends stays in there, right? And we're walking down the hill. We turn around, and this dude has 2 of the girls like around his arms. Like, look, bro. Like he was like killing the game. Just like, look, man. I'm like, what? I think his name is John. We're like, John, get the fuck down here, dude. So he's like, well, y'all fucking ain't shit. So he comes down. We get back in the car. We're like, yo, can you take us to somewhere else that's like nicer? He goes, no problem. Drove us to this like mansion, complete opposite. We go in the mansion, and there's like all these like hookers like lined up. Like they're all like they're like 9s and 10s. They're like,
Oh, okay, yeah.
they're like super fucking hot.
Yeah.
So you get to like pick them, like you're like a captain. You get to pick one, right? And all my buddies pick one, and me and my other
Like in Rush Hour.
Yeah. me and my other buddy, we're sitting at the bar, we're just talking. We're like, oh, these guys are having fun, whatever. My fucking most country dude ever, he comes out with 2 hookers, has a fucking cowboy hat on, cowboy boots, no pants, nothing. Big ass dick, just slanging.
Oh, dope.
Oh yeah, just big ass dick comes
killing
out.
it, dude.
Oh yeah, dude, comes out like, these fucking hookers are amazing. They'll do anything you want. I'm telling you. Hey, Mike, you got to do this, bro. It's fucking amazing, bro. You got to do this. And I'm like, dude, I haven't slept. I'm Adderall the fuck out, drunk probably.
Were you hallucinating and stuff?
Dude, I didn't have control of the English language.
Oh,
I remember on the
Jesus.
phone with my sister like a day before that, and she like asked me how was the trip, and I remember being like, I don't know how to say a thing. I don't know how to say things.
Yeah.
Like I was like, yeah, it's too good. Like she's like, are you okay? I'm like, fine, like I couldn't. So I was so fucking tired. So he comes out, and I'm like, and in my drunken stupor, I'm like, fuck it, Mike. You're only 18 once, dude. Just do it. So there's like a menu. So I chose just like a blowjob, and then I chose the girl. We went to the room, and like the quickest pants off, dick in the mouth that's ever happened in the history of America. I don't know how I got hard because I was on so much amphetamines or whatever those fucking Adderall is, right?
It's amphetamine.
Thank you. I killed that shit. And yes, she started doing it, and I came like I'm talking about, bro, 20 seconds. Like it was like she like a professional. Like 20 seconds, no problem. And then we're in this like dirty room. She like, dude, she like spit it in this sink that was like, it was like not the cleanest sink.
Like a dental spittoon.
100%, dude. And like it was a very transactional thing.
Yeah.
Like, thank you for your cum. And then she just got it.
Bing.
Yeah.
Like when it hit the fucking.
Yeah. Like a cowboy movie.
Yeah.
Swing. Yeah. So she leaves, and dude, when I tell you that it was one of the lowest moments of my fucking life, because dude, all of the reality of the situation came back. And I turn, and there's this like metal black grate that was like separated like the room to the porch, and the sun was rising, and I put my hands through the grate, and I was just like looking at like the sun I was full of like just depression, and I was just like, what am I? I was like, my parents are Christian. What am I doing? Like it was just like I was raised right, and now I'm in Jamaica. On amphetamines, haven't slept in almost 5 days. I just got a hooker for like $50 to like suck my 18-year-old dick and then spit it in a dentist sink and walk out on me like I was the prostitute. I can't really think of a lower moment than that.
Oof.
Horrendous.
Yeah. I've never had a hooker experience. I've had stripper experiences.
Do you fuck strippers?
No.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay, there you go.
Just one.
There you go.
Yeah.
Be honest.
And we dated for a second, and it was before.
What?
Yeah, she didn't tell me she was a stripper, and I think I've told this.
What did she say that she did? She worked at CVS?
I mean, it would have been in the realm of possibility. Let's be honest. That's kind of a step up. So she was like, there's like 4 strip clubs in Utah that are like, there's like Southern Exposure, Trails, American Bush, and Northern Exposure. And so like, those, and like, cause that's where it's a weird fucking place. There's like not full nudity in most places. And like, they have to dance like 3 feet away from you if there's alcohol.
Because you guys are in Utah.
Yeah, and then I think there's one full nude spot where they can give you lap dances. But yeah, we met through a friend, and I went and got so fucked up at this kid. He's he worked for my dad for a minute, great dude. And I went to his birthday, and he had bottle service, and I got way too fucked up, and I was trying to hook up with his girlfriend's sister.
Okay.
And I was on the dance floor making out with this girl, and then I black out.
Oof.
And so I remember being introduced to this girl, and then I remember waking up in the middle of the night to my friend being like, you got to leave, because I was on his couch. And I was like, what? And he's like, your cab's outside. Do you remember trying to fight so-and-so? And I was like, nope. And he's like, you tried to fight. You were like Muay Thai kicking so-and-so. And I was like, what? Why? And he's like, I don't know. You're just being an asshole. You need to leave my house. So I was like, okay. And so like I get in a cab. I'm still fucked up. And then I go home, and I wake up to a text from a girl that's like, and this says something about the girl, that if she sees a guy in that state, it's like, I want to bag him up.
Yeah. I love when he Muay Thai kicks.
Yeah.
Fucking potted plants.
And it's just like, I was, from the story she told me, I was a fucking fool. And she was like, yeah, okay, this is better than what I have normally.
Oh my God. This is better than waking up to a knuckle sandwich every goddamn day. Yeah.
So she texts me, and she's like, hey, this is so-and-so. And I was like, who's that? And I was like, are you Sam's fucking girlfriend's sister? And she's like, no, you threw up on her. And I was like, okay. And I go, so what? how did we meet? And she's like, you don't remember? I was with that black dude and da-da-da-da. And he got really mad because I was hanging out with you. And I was like, well, first of all, fucking dap myself up.
Yeah.
And then I was like, this bitch has got low standards if I vomited on somebody. And she's still like, I'm going to smash. And so she was like, you were on the couch and like trying to flirt with me and you couldn't speak. And so she had 2 kids, and she was. I mean,
she's making horrendous choices in her life.
Big time. And so, like, I'm asking her questions. I guess I was like, "Hey, you have kids?" And she was like, "Yeah, I have 2 kids." And I was like, "How many?" so she's like, "Do you want to hang out?" And I was like, "Sure." And so she comes over, and she's like a good-looking girl, and we end up hooking up. And thank God I wore a condom. And and she's like, "Can I tell you something?" And I was like, "Yeah." And she's like,
I'm a dude.
She's like, "I'm a dancer." And I was like, "Is that a fancy way of saying you take your clothes off for money?" And she was like, "Yeah." And I was like, "Well, where do you dance?" And she said she danced at this club in Magna, Utah, which is as bad as it sounds.
Yeah.
And I looked it up, and it shares a parking lot with an Outback Steakhouse. And so I told my parents, I was like, I'm hanging out with this girl and she's a stripper.
How old were you?
22.
Okay.
I was like, I'm hanging out with this girl and she's a stripper. And this was like in the throes of my alcoholism.
Yeah.
And they're like, fuck you. You're not doing that, dude. And they were like, does she have kids? And I was like, yeah, she has kids. And they're like, no, absolutely not. And I was like, you can't tell me what to do. I fucking love her. You know?
I fucking love her.
I didn't say it, but
I was Muay Thai kicking her, but
you don't even know. She loved me through all of it. And she understands. And so,
and her kids are hot. You don't even fucking know.
So she introduced me to her kids the 3rd time we hung out.
Dude. How old is she? 40.
No, a year older than me.
Oh my gosh.
And so we go to her house, and she lives with her parents because, of course. And she introduced me to her kids, and that's when I'm like, oh my God, this is too much. And so she's like, let's go get some food. And I'm like sitting there. And we went to this place called Barbacoa, which is like Chipotle.
Yeah.
And I was just like,
with her kids?
Yeah. And they're like screaming. And I'm like, I can't do this. I can't fucking do this.
Oh, yeah.
And so
you said flashes of like what your life is going to be like in 6 months.
Yeah. So last time I hung out with her, it was Christmas Eve. And we were trying to figure out where to go. And so I was like, let's just get a hotel. All the hotels were booked. Because I lived with my parents, she lived with her parents, and I was
you
like,
guys have your lives together.
Yeah, baby. And so I got a Motel 6 in downtown Salt Lake, and I was like, it can't be that bad, and it's that bad.
Yeah,
it's that bad. And so like there are people doing crack deals and shit.
Fuck.
Like swear to God, there are people screaming all night, and so we're in this room like watching cable TV. And fucking like I drank an entire bottle of Absolute vodka to myself. Jesus. And so then we try to hook up. Of course we can't.
Yeah.
And then I pass out and I wake up. It's 4 p.m. on Christmas. And so my parents are like, of course, calling me and shit. And they're like, where the fuck are you? And I'm like, I'm at a Motel 6. And then I get a text from her, and it says, hey, I really like you, but your life is too chaotic. And she goes, please don't call me. We're visiting my baby daddy in jail, and then I have to work the Christmas shift. And so, like, the testament of how bad I was doing,
damn,
like that juxtaposition of your life is too much. I'm going to go visit my second baby daddy in jail.
Jesus.
And then work on Christmas. And so I get home at like 5, and I have to sit and open presents in front of my parents that they had thoughtfully picked out for me.
Ugh.
And I didn't bring them anything. And so I'm sitting there while they're just watching me disappointed, and I just reek of alcohol and failure. And I'm just like, thank you guys so much. You know what I mean? Like I miss my little sisters are like all sleeping, and like everything has happened
because
already.
You miss Christmas.
Everything has happened already. Yeah. So if there was any low moment in my life, that was the one. Was showing up to my dad being so disappointed in me on Christmas morning.
That's
Or
crazy.
Christmas
Dude.
evening.
Was that what triggered you to stop, or you
No,
drank after that?
I definitely drank after
Fucking Jesus
that.
Christ!
I died.
What do you mean you died?
I literally, I did some
Is
combination
it because
of drugs.
you fucked a stripper?
No.
Oh, okay.
No. Clean bill of health, ladies and gentlemen.
Hey,
I got
more
the-
so, gentlemen.
Woo woo! $5,000, and I and yeah, so I flatlined, and an ex-girlfriend had to bring me back because she was a trained EMT.
No way.
Yeah,
What?
It's on the first episode of my podcast. Yeah,
Dude, hold on. She was trained?
yeah. So like I stopped. I was like, and she like fucking mom strengthened me into the shower, like turned it on cold, and like revived me. So, and then I woke up. Next day I went to detox and went to rehab, and it's been like 4 years and 3 months or something. So it's like that was the one where I was like, I can't do this anymore.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Did you wake up and your parents like handed you presents in the hospital?
No, I woke up and she was staring at me, and I'm like, what? And I didn't remember much. And she was like, you don't remember anything? And I was like, no. And she's like, I've been watching you all night to make sure you didn't die again. And I was like, what? And so like I showed up, and I guess I was like chalk white. And I hate that this podcast has just become about
No, it's totally fine. I'm interested. I just want to ask you this though.
Yeah.
So she's the EMT person, right?
Yeah.
And she can I ask her? I would like to ask her this question. Why didn't she bring you to the fucking hospital?
I don't know. Yeah.
I'm just gonna watch you die, and then I'm gonna revive you and watch you die again. Hey, bitch! Hey, bitch!
Very nice woman.
Bring you to where you fucking work, bitch. Don't you work at the hospital?
No, she didn't currently work there.
She was an intern.
No, she did that program through high school and was gonna go work in an ambulance. So she's like trained to.
So she just wasn't trained to fucking know where the hospital is to bring you.
I guess not. Yeah.
Listen, Samantha, if you're out there, next time you're not gonna do it. But if you date someone else, like maybe just bring hospital, please hospital.
Yeah. Yeah, and then I detoxed and I cried myself to sleep every night for 2 weeks.
Oof.
Yeah, rough thing.
Why were you crying?
I was so dead. You know what I mean? Just inside, I was like, it's that like those are those situations like where I think like bombing on stage is a microcosm of that shit where you're like, you have to come back and you're like, how am I going to do this? And then you have that moment where you're like, I could just quit and keep doing stuff, or I could be. So it's just that moment where you're just so down in the dirt and you're like, nothing can redeem me other than me just getting up. And so like I was just it was just years and years and years of not realizing why I was drinking and doing drugs and all that shit. And
Is it because you were very fat?
That was a huge part of it. Yeah. And then I felt like rejected by my family and all that stuff. Yeah, it was huge. That was a huge part of it. Fucking.
I was totally joking, but it's very
It's
funny how
true.
you're like, yeah, I was a
It's
monster.
totally, dude.
I was a fat monster.
I have a bit where I was like, being fat was great, and then some kid one day was like, you're different, it's gross. And then I was like, wait, what? I dip my cookies in Coca-Cola just like everybody else. And dude, I used to take Pop-Tarts and put Nutella in between them and then make
All right, your parents were never like, hey, Petey Peep, don't do that.
My mom told me I was gonna get diabetes once. Yeah,
Did you get close? Because that seems like,
I might have.
yeah.
Yeah,
Oh, fuck, dude.
yeah.
Were you detoxing from the Pop-Tarts, or was it drugs?
I was fit-ish by then, but it could have been like just years of like Nutella Pop-Tarts.
The fucking doctor comes in, you're just in the corner shaking. Glazed donuts. Please, glazed donut. Just one bite.
You're gonna need a surgery. Here's the thing: is there's years and years of fried dough stored in a compartment underneath your heart, and we're gonna need to go in and actually excavate. It's surrounded by a hardened layer of grease.
Also, Pete, I need to tell you that why is your dad in your stomach?
You seem to have found your dad.
Can you fucking imagine? Oh shit! You swallowed your dad whole.
I have father issues. Why? I ate him when I was young.
Oh shit, that's so funny.
Yeah, that's yeah.
I mean, it's funny. It's horrendous, but that's why it's so funny.
Yeah, it's very weird. Yeah.
Oh shit, dude. Well, listen, man. I'm fucking glad you're here.
Yeah.
You're a great dude. I'm glad.
Thanks,
it would
dude.
be horrendous if you just ate yourself to death.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I see people doing it a lot, and I'm like, you should just go to the gym. And it makes me, you can't say it on stage. I can't say it on stage now that I go to the gym. People are like, go fuck yourself. But it's like, I just want to say it so bad.
No, you can though.
Yeah.
You know that you can.
I know I can.
You have to paint your childhood.
Yeah.
And then once they understand where you came from, then you can be like, hey, you fucks, go to the gym. Because then you have you've built up legitimacy with the audience. But you can't come out, fresh,
straight out the
fucking
gate.
intro like, yo, you see these abs? You could have them too if you weren't such a fat fuck. Welcome to America, bitch.
Let's see. Paint the fat kid.
Oh, you writing this down?
Yeah.
Oh, hell yeah.
Um,
Fucking writing the bit down. Good for you, man.
I have been working on one where I'm like, you can't tell me shit. I go to the gym now. Each one of these abs is built out of childhood repression and fucking what's the word? Trauma. Like
Yeah.
each one just has fucking years of it inside of it, and that's every time I dig in, it just
So you can
makes
quicken it
better.
up by saying I have abs now, and I have 6 abs now. This one's named, and then just start naming them. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because then you're just in.
Yeah.
There's like your word economy with that.
God, that's so fucking funny. it's so sad, but so funny. What are we at, by the way?
5 minutes.
Oh, cool. You got one more quick story?
I mean, it's all good.
Oh, okay.
What's happening?
I'm just saying. it
You've
doesn't
won
have to
a
be
lifetime
exactly
supply of muffin.
I fucking love muffins.
Peaches. Welcome to the Peaches podcast.
I don't know if it's a low story. I have like a disgusting story.
Yeah, that's fine too.
Oh, sick. Okay. I was in college and we were driving down to the clubs. It was like a 15-minute drive, but there was so much traffic. And midway through the drive, I had to shit so fucking bad. I was like, oh, I'm not gonna make it. I'm not like that bad. We finally got to the club like 30 minutes later. I was clenching my butt cheeks so crazily and then we got to the club and there was a line. So I was like, I'm not gonna make it. So I ran around the club where the dumpster is and just shit by the dumpster. But I had to shit so bad that like it got a little bit on my underwear. So I'm like, oh fuck. So I take my fucking boxer briefs off and I use it to wipe my ass. But I'm using boxer briefs, so it's not a complete clean wipe job, obviously, right? So I go in the club and I start getting drunk and I'm dancing and I forget that I did that. You know what I mean? I'm like fucking 7 Jack and Cokes. I don't remember that I did that. So my thing in college was like, I would like talk to girls and like get them to like hook up with me in the bathroom of the club.
Oh
I don't know
my
why,
God,
but I had
yeah.
I had like such a fetish. I just like to do that.
Oh, that's cool that it was a fetish and not out of like desperation.
No. It was like I just I don't know. I just like to do it. It's also like I wanted to do it then. I didn't want to have to like weigh the.
Well, no, because Stephanie's not. Can
Yeah,
Stephanie
yeah.
come too?
It's like no, let's just do it here, and then I don't gotta worry about it. So we go into the bathroom, and we're hooking up, and then she starts going down on me. And then I go, oh, fuck. There's poop everywhere. There's gotta be. It cannot smell good. First of all, I have just jeans on at this point, so she's probably like, this guy's a fucking lunatic just wearing jeans. It's crazy. And I've been dancing, so like my butt is sweaty, so there's no way that like the poop juice hasn't like come down into my jeans.
Oh my God.
So then she's down there, and I'm like, oh my God, dude. She's like sucking my poop dick right now. Like, you know what I mean? There's no way that she's not. And then I'm freaking out. I'm like, not even pay attention to the blowjob. I'm like freaking out that she's probably sucking a poop dick, right? And then I'm just like, and then I'm not focused, so then I can't come. So then I'm like, oh God, I want to hurry this up. But then in my head, I'm like, yo, how does she not smell this? And I go, oh, because we're probably like in the bathroom, so she's probably just assuming that it smells like that because of the bathroom. But there's no fucking way, dog. No fucking way. And we ended up literally dating like 6 months.
Oh,
shit. I never told her.
You never told her?
Never told her. No.
But then she found out with the UTI though.
Yeah, well, I didn't fuck her. I didn't fuck her that
wow.
night. No.
But in general, you fucked her.
Yeah, in general, yeah.
Okay. Shout out to fucking club bathroom Stephanie.
Dog, she was actually one of the most experienced. Like, she was I think I was 20 and she was like 18. She was like one of the most experienced ladies, like just out the box, knew exactly what to do, when to do it. And I talked to her about it one time. I'm like, yo, you like know a lot of things. And she was like, yeah, my ex-boyfriend was 40. I was like, yo, what the fuck?
Jeez.
I was very thankful for him, though.
Sure.
Because the things that he taught her were like magnifique.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah, it was great.
I don't know if it was her first boyfriend or her father. It might have been
I
her
think
father.
It's a perfect storm. Perfect storm.
It's perfect storm.
Let me tell you something. She could suck a poop dick. I'll tell you what.
That's so gross, dude.
It was, yeah. Yeah, it's very, very gross. Yeah, 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 yeah.
He probably was like, listen, I shit my pants from time to time, and you know I'm older, so you just have to get through it, and it's fine. Like but that's how you become a woman. Is just learn to enjoy the smell of poop dick.
Yeah, she's the first girl that did butt play with me, and the first time she did it, I was like, "What are you?" Okay.
Oh, to you?
Just quit. Oh yeah.
What did she just fucking?
Yeah, nothing. No, I'm not into like full fingers or even like what, but just like in and around there.
Oh yeah, okay.
You know what I mean? But like she was the first girl that ever did that, and my immediate reaction was, "You don't okay." Like I just immediately switched. I was like, "Oh, this is the best thing ever."
Yeah, damn. Yeah, I had that happen. I've had it happen like once or twice, but like, yeah.
You're not into butt play?
It's not like I wouldn't be into it. It'd be fine. It just like I don't think it ever.
For $5,000, I'll let you know.
Okay.
Cool.
Yeah, $5,000. Guys, $5,000 throwing that out there, looking at the camera right now. Yeah, dude. Well, should we call it? I feel like that was like one of the funnest podcasts I've done.
Dude, I'm glad, man. I'm glad you had fun. I had fun too.
Did you? Are you lying?
Let me tell you something, man. I would fucking tell you if I didn't have fun.
This is stupid. You'd say that.
I would be like, sick, dude. I'm never gonna do this again.
Yeah, word.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. No, I'd love to have you back again.
I'm in.
Like you're so Nolan, when are you gonna have me on your show? You're just gonna throw out your show?
Improv?
Yeah.
Yeah, man.
Right
it's
now?
like, do you book
Tomorrow?
shows? Because we can maybe trade spots.
Yeah. Exactly.
Yeah, just let me know.
Wow, you book shows? We could all network and shit.
Nah, man, but I'll definitely do both.
You guys want to network after this?
Yeah, let's network. Let's fucking, do you guys? Let's exchange grams and fucking take a picture and put on bikinis.
Your fucking fat self would be like golden grams. All right, guys, that's it.
Do you want to plug anything?
I'm trying to think. I have a bunch of October dates, but just go on Instagram. It's out at Blau Comedy. All the dates and shit are up there. And then check out my podcast. It's Stiff Socks. We actually just opened our Patreon, so if y'all want to holler at an extra episode a week, do it. I love you guys.
Ayo. Yeah, everybody, thank you so much for listening. Michael, thank you for being here.
Of course, man.
Nolan, Unfunny Network, thank you very much for having me. This is a great studio, and it's
great.
Yeah, I think it's half the battle to impress people. And
thank you so much, Theo, for putting it out for us.
Hey, man.